welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I got the Jeffree Star Bloodlust collection. Well, some of the items. I had to get this mirror because I feel like the crown suits me oh so well. Sorry not sorry for my hair. I'm trying to learn how to deal with my curly hair, embrace the curls, and be a little bit more natural when it comes to my hair, because I usually just brush it and then that just makes my hair frizzy and just looks like shit. So I'm trying to embrace what I got going on. It's gonna be a long road, guys, so just please bear with me on whatever's going on with this. As you might see, like, the quality in this video might be a little different. I finally got a new phone. I do have a couple of videos in the background from my last phone that I've been working on, but I wanted to get a new phone before I really jumped into it again because I wasn't sure how long it was gonna take before I could get a new one. So this is like my first official video back, and I'm really happy to be back and just happy to do a video in general for you guys. So I guess we can start off our review video slash first impressions with the mirror. These look really, really big. It is like a good size for the face. Like, I can see holding it just like about, I can hold it this close to my face and still see my entire face. I always wanted like a big mirror from him. Why I wanted the piggy mirror so bad, because I wanted to make sure I could see everything. I always felt like if I had like the star shape that he always has, I feel like I wouldn't be able to see my entire face easily. So I was very happy when he had this more like square shaped one, because I got a big head, guys, in case you can't tell. Plus I thought it would be good for when I do videos, because you guys see I'm always using like a tiny little compact mirror that I use for my videos. I don't do that when I do my makeup normally. I have like a little stand mirror with lights on it that I use. And just in case y'all are curious, this is the box it came in. A very big box. Had a nice Bloodlust sticker on it. And this is the inside. Came in this foam to keep it nice and protected. I always forget to turn on my lights, so I went and did that real quick. Alexa, stop interrupting me, please. Gosh, she's so rude sometimes, I swear. These guys look really, really big, but it's actually really, really light. Like, they look so heavy. I feel like it would be really heavy to hold, but this is actually like a really, really light plastic. So first Jeffree Star mirror, wasn't really sure what to expect. For the next item on the agenda, I'm going to stick small and do the Extreme Frost. I love that it's purple. I wish he would have done it for his other colors. I know it's probably like much cheaper to just stick with all white ones and just do them all that way. I keep the package on it so I can read the color in the back, so I can be like, okay, which one's which. So if they were all color coded, it would have been nice. And when he finally has like all the colors of the rainbow, you can like stack them out and have like a nice rainbow in your room. I don't know. I'm just like a collector, so I think things like that. And I've got like my bigger makeup boxes like kind of spread out in my room to display. So again, that's kind of something I would think about and not necessarily everyone who buys makeup thinks about. Again, box purple. It's beautiful, just like the last ones. And here it is on the inside. I already know I'm gonna love it because I absolutely love the other two. I go a little bit hardcore on my highlight, so I'll actually take a normal like Anastasia highlight and then put this guy on top of it. Oh, it's just so gorgeous though. Okay, we're finally on to the big girl, the Bloodlust palette. Yay. This one's bigger than my head, so there's that. I absolutely love this. When I saw this, I was so ecstatic. I love the blood dripping from the crown. I love the like paisleys or whatever the hell you want to call it around the edges. I love that it's in gold. And here's the inside. Thank God that he added the bumper around it. About damn time he started doing something like that, because I'm always afraid that like my palettes are gonna come crushed or like the shadows inside of them break. Especially after like Beautylish and the Conspiracy palettes. Seeing that sleep paralysis kept breaking in the Beautylish boxes, I was very concerned. I was like, I know it's not happening with the Jeffree ones, but please don't happen to me. Look at the velvet. Love the velvet. Love the shiny star crown in the middle. It's very soft. I know I'm gonna hate this palette though. Like the fact that it's a velvet, I know I'm gonna hate that eventually because I know I'm gonna get it dirty. This isn't gonna be easy to clean. When I was taking pictures of this stuff, there was like a little bit of eyeshadow around the edges, so I don't know if I got it completely cleaned, but I have not touched the shadows yet. So as you can see, took off the protector, took out the plastic in here. Just put a salt back so you guys can see. It did come with all that, just so you know. I know a lot of people had issues with this palette because they're like, oh no, it's all pastel, so like darker skin tones aren't gonna be able to use this palette as much, which I totally understand that. So if it's like your first purple eyeshadow palette that you're trying to get and you have a darker skin tone, I would maybe like try to find like a different palette with more purples in it and maybe like save this one for like the back of your mind later. That way you can have good transition colors, I guess I would say, or like good inner corner lid colors for you to use. I also don't see too many like pastel purple colors, at least with eyeshadow palettes that I buy. Even his Jawbreaker palette, that one purple color in there, whatever the hell it's called, I don't remember at the moment. But even that one is so dark on the actual lid. Again, I'm pasty white, so it looks dark to me, but it's not like pastel lavender like I've always wanted. So I'm hoping that one of these in here will give me that. Like that one. I think that one is probably going to give me that like pastel purple dreams I've always wanted. I'm too excited to jump into this palette, guys, so I'm just gonna like go into it. As you can see, I already have a bunch of stuff on my face. My brows are done. I'm already primed and all that, so I'm gonna just quickly jump into a look. Again, like always, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna try stuff out and just see how this look comes together. So I think the first shadow I'm gonna dip into is Your Majesty, just as my all over base color. I only did like a couple quick doot in it, and it covered the entirety of my upper lid pretty well. So definitely working really well so far. Gonna just do under my eye now. As you can see, the next color that I went into is Scandal Water, which I think is absolutely a hilarious name. And I'm gonna go in the crease. It's a very nice periwinkle purple color. A little bit went a pretty decent way. And now I'm going into Vile Serpent, because I could not keep my eyes off this color. I'm gonna darken up my outer corner with that. Taking Scandal Water and just going on the outside of it again just to help it blend out nicely. I don't think I went as far as I wanted to. Grabbing a little bit more Vile Serpent again and darkening up this outer corner more. So I think the next color I'm going to take for the rest of my lid is take the Crown. Ooh, wow, okay. That's a freaking gorgeous color. And I really like to take my shimmery colors really high up. It might be like a little bit weird, but I don't know. I like how big and bright it makes my eyes look, but it might not work for everybody. Got a little bit of fallout on the cheeks. Luckily with the light color, you can kind of brush it away. So now I'm taking a little bit of High King, and I think I'm going to use it to kind of blend these two colors together so they go a little bit more seamless. I'm happy to say that that teal blue mixes really well with this purple. I feel like I got a really nice gradient going on between the colors. It looks good with them, but I wasn't sure how they were going to mix together, if they were going to mix together right, if they were going to make like a weird color, or if they were going to like muddy each other out or do something weird like that. Just because it is teal and then there's purple, so. Now I've got a little bit of Blood Queen here, and I'm going to go underneath my lid. Now I'm going in with that one and only red color in the palette called Bleeding Heart, and I'm just going to use it to kind of like smoke out the purple underneath here a little bit. Went a little too crazy with that there. Okay, be careful, guys. Okay, I need to like fix this because I went too crazy, so BRB. Okay, so I've lightened that up a little bit. Careful with these shadows, guys, because a little bit goes a long way with that red one, apparently. Like, holy crap. I just needed like a little bit of shading underneath because I saw Nikki's tutorials kind of do it with the red just underneath the purple. I thought that was adorable, so I wanted to do it too, but I went a little too forward that way, and I was like, eh. I think the last shadow that we're going to use in this inner corner here is Wet Jewel. Feels like my brush was having like a little bit of a hard time trying to pick it up. Yeah, it seems like a mostly just kind of like glittery, shimmery shadow. Not like a huge amount of pigment. They're good to kind of like overtop other shadows. Oh wow. And the camera, that shine, that was really nice. Okay. And I'm just bringing it slightly up here a little, just kind of blend in. But yeah, I think altogether that's really, really pretty. Oh my god, guys, so apparently I forgot to hit freaking record, but all I did was put the Extreme Frost on my brow bone here, and I dabbed like a little bit here on my eyelid just to add like a little extra sparkle to it. I like to do that with my Extreme Frosts all the time. God, I love it. It's so freaking gorgeous. So I'm just gonna finish highlighting my face with this, guys. Okay, so now that I am all highlighted and I put down all the shadows, I'm going to put on some eyeliner and some mascara, and I'm going to be back to finish up the look with some lipstick. Okay guys, I am back and my face is pretty much done except for the lips. Now, I didn't get the Queen Bitch box as much as I would love it because I've already got 5 of the colors. Except for the 2 exclusives, obviously I have all of them. Not really sure which one I'm going to go for today. But I'll put a swatch up of these guys. Might not be able to of these 2 because these ones are very, very old. It's Blow Pony and I'm Royalty. These I got when I first started getting Jeffree Star makeup like over 4 years ago. So like these guys are really old. I can't use them really. They're really, really dry. So like even if I did swatch them, it might not be like perfect anyways. So I'm gonna have to repurchase them one day. So I'm probably going to stick with putting on one of these 3 here today. So I think I've made the decision of doing Scorpio. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of highlight on top of those colors. I'm going to wait till this guy dries down and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's pretty much dried down now. I'm just going to take my finger and like tap into it a little bit. And I'm going to go on the high points of my lips here, on the top here, and then just on the inside here really. And I feel like that adds just like a little bit of nice dimension to your matte lip when you can't go for like the gloss or any kind of gloss really, because I'm really not into gloss very much. I stick with my mattes because they stay on forever. I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts on today's collection. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm in love with this mirror. Like I said, it's really not as heavy as it looks. It looks like it'd be really big and bulky and heavy, but it's really not. I can see my whole face in it even when I hold it really close, so that's a big point for me. Do I even need to tell you guys my opinion on this, or do you already know what I think about this product? I think you already know what I think. And now my thoughts on the palette, the main star of today's show. I will say one thing I noticed. It's probably hard to tell, but this is not on straight, and that is gonna hurt my OCD-ness. So I'm gonna have to try very hard to like push the fact that it's not on there straight to the far reaches of my mind and never think about it again. Also, pretty big and bulky, you know, just like his other blood sugar palettes. I only travel about once a year, so that's not a huge issue for me if I can't take all my palettes that I love. But if you travel constantly for work or whatever, like, you're probably really not going to care for this palette because of how big it is. I do have a lot of makeup, like more than the average person for sure, so storing makeup is already an issue for me, so trying to find like the proper place for this, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm sure I'll find a way. I felt like all the colors that I used were like pretty pigmented on my face. Like I did say, this one didn't have like much pigment to it, but it was a lot of like shimmer and glitter. So definitely something more so that you want to put on top of other colors. All the shadows blended out really well without losing too much of that pigment or the color either. And also, like I said earlier, that teal Vile Serpent, I was a little bit worried about it like blending with other colors. So I really tried to like think of a way to like put it in between a blue and a purple and just kind of see what would happen with it. And I was very pleasantly surprised. Like I feel like it blended in and it did like a decent gradient effect on my eye, so I'm happy. I love lipsticks, you guys know I love all those lipsticks. The only one that I can say anything negative about is Santa Baby, because that one doesn't go on the most pigmented. You can if you do like a really thin coat and then wait for it to completely dry and then do a second coat. It covers really, really well. It does like leave like a bright red stain on your lips too, so just be careful with that. If you don't like stainy colors, probably not one for you. But all in all, I'd like to say that the blood sugar palette is Marie approved or Game Over Beauty approved, whatever you want to call it. Whatever Jeffree's trademark saying is, of course. Sorry, I'm still trying to deal with how how to deal with my hair, guys. I don't know how to style it quite yet. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But I am happy to be back doing videos. It feels good to be doing things. Before I completely go, here's the close-up. So you guys can give me your thoughts on my look today. Again, I just kind of did whatever came to mind and used whatever colors inspired me the most. I'm gonna finally end this video because I keep on rambling. So if you liked it, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and you hit the like button, and make sure you follow my other social media linked down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.